Hello, you're with Libby from libbystamps.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. And today I thought I'd just quickly bring you a technique that I think is called watercolor smooching, but anyway, that's what I'm going to call it. Now we're going to try it on 3 different types of card. I've got watercolor paper here, I've got glossy cardstock, and I've got our shimmery white cardstock. So we're going to give it a go, first with the acrylic block, and then I had a look around for something that most of you would have, baking paper. I couldn't find my wax paper since I've moved. It's moved to, but not to the same address. So no idea where it is, but anyway, I haven't got finished projects to show you at the moment, but I will have by the time this video goes to air. So I've got my largest acrylic block, which is an F. All right, so I'm just going to pop that down, and all you need are some re-inkers. Now, if you don't order these when you order a stamp pad, you're really doing yourself a bit of a disservice. These two, Emerald Envy and Lemon Lime Twist, are in colours, and when they go out, that's it. You can no longer re-ink your pad. However, these little things come in so handy for so many techniques. If you have a look back on my videos, I'm sure you'll find some techniques. So even if you haven't got ink pad, go and order yourself some re-inkers from my website. You won't be sorry because they're so handy. You can even buy our little square stamp spots, which I thought I had with me, but they've disappeared too. So square stamp spots you can use and re-ink them with this. That might save you a bit of money to buy stamps with. And don't forget about our holiday extravaganza, online extravaganza, which is on at the moment until the 27th of November. Loads of specials, between 10 and 40% off on some items. Anyway, we'll get started. All right, so I'm going to take my Emerald Envy and just put 2 or 3 drops. Drop randomly on my block, and then I'm going to take some Lemon Lime Twist and put a few more drops, and maybe one up here, a little one there. All right, so I've got some random drops in those 2 beautiful greens, and now I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Spritzer. Now, yeah, I've labelled it water because I've got another one that's clear that's got alcohol in it, and it's clear as well, so I don't want to get them muddled. You get 2 of these for like $5 or $6, so they're really cheap, and can I tell you, they work so much better than the dollar store variety spray bottles. But if that's all you've got, that's what you can use for this technique. And then I'm going to come in and spray. And yes, it's all right for them to start mixing. All right. I was probably a bit close with that one, but anyway. And then this time I'm taking my watercolor paper, which measures 10 by 14.3, and I'll put the measurements on my blog, so I'll put the imperial as well. It's just that here in Australia we work in metric. So I'm just going to plop, is that a word, my paper on top, and then I'm just going to gently walk my fingers over. I'm not sort of swirling around, just walking your fingers over till you think it's right, and then voila, look at that. Could have probably done with a bit more water. Alright, so that's watercolour paper, Emerald Envy, and Lemon Lime Twist. Okay, so that's one. And then I'm just going to come in and clean up here with a wet wipe. Okay, now I'm going to try it on the baking paper, which I might just tear in half. So this is just plain old baking paper that you use to line your cake pans and other pans with for baking. And this time we're going to use Sweet Sugar Plum and Berry Burst. And I'm going to spread them out a little bit further this time. I'm just doing it on the baking paper because I think that's something everybody has. Mind you, the clear blocks are very handy, especially if you buy clear mount stamps and for a whole host of other things. So go to my online store if you're interested in buying them and buy yourself some clear mount blocks. They come in varying sizes, and I think you can even get a bundle. I'm not sure. You can get a case that goes with them anyway if you want easy storage. All right, just some water again. All right, different effect. Yes. Okay. And this time I'm going to try the shimmery white. I don't think our normal white cardstock would work very well, but we'll try the shimmery white. Ah, she's got ink on her already. That didn't take long, did it? Cleanup's quick and easy. Wet wipes are great. All right. So this is Sweet Sugar Plum and Berry Burst. Also in colours. Wow, look at that. Isn't that vibrant? And yes, I'm going to make a card out of this. But what I want to do is wipe up some of this excess along here. And this is a little larger than the 10 by 14.5, so I'll be able to trim that end off. Just beautiful. So that's with the baking paper. Just put that to one side and I hope it doesn't pop too much. All right, I'm just going to put this baking paper. I could use it for another background, but I'm not today. You never want to waste these things. I had a friend who used to even keep the boxes from cereal packets to make templates with. All right, another piece of baking paper, and this time I'm using Night of Navy. And Island Indigo. All right, so 3 drops of Night of Navy and 2 of Island Indigo, and we'll give it a spray with our Stampin' Spritzer. Make sure the nozzle's always pointing the right way. Yeah, ask me how I know. All right. That might about do us for that one. See how it's already starting to bead and run a bit? Love that effect. All right, this time we're using some glossy white cardstock. So that's also a Stampin' Up cardstock. And I've just cut it to a card front. And I'm just going to walk my hands, just smooth it down a bit. And it's coming out the side. Oh, look, I've got colour all over me. You're not having fun unless you get ink all over you, are you? All right, there we go. All right, just get a wet wipe, clean some of that ink off me. Got it everywhere. Now I'm going to pick this Night of Navy and Island Indigo up, and a different effect again. So I'll bring them all in a minute and show you. And then I'll put them up on my blog and I'll label them so you know which is which for which technique, and you can decide which one you like. Now this is just how I do it. I'm sure there are a myriad of ways of doing this. This is just one, and you'll find your own way. I'm just going to soak up some of this excess ink here so that when I bring the others in it doesn't pull into them. Do a very good job there. All right, so you can just soak up the excess as you go. So this one's on on glossy cardstock with the baking paper. This is shimmery white with the baking paper. Thinking I like the glossy better. And this is the watercolor paper. Alright, so I'll post some cards up on my blog, and that's it for today. Don't forget to sign up for my newsletter. You get free tutorials each time I send a newsletter out. At the moment I'm doing 12 weeks of Christmas, so you get a couple of free tutorials, plus you get extra freebies, hints, tips, all sorts of things. So sign up for my newsletter. And if you'd like a new occasions catalogue, which starts on the 3rd of January, and I know that's a little way off yet, but if you'd like a catalogue, email me or put a comment in the box below or send me a text. If you haven't got a demonstrator in Australia already, I'd love to send you one. All right, that's it. Thanks for stopping by. Bye for now.
Hey, if you want to play, make it about a place. It'll take creation, imagination. Try to draw outside the line. Let us see